That the Mets lost last night in San Diego. Not only did they lose, they trade their first baseman. Finally, the fire sale starts going on. You know, it's trade deadline season for Major League Baseball, and they trade Lucas Duda to the Tampa Bay Rays, who I believe will be at first base tonight for the Rays against the Yankees in Yankee Stadium. So the sell-off begins. We're going to start seeing some call-ups here by the New York Mets. You know, it's interesting, and just from a coach's perspective, the Mets come in with a huge expectations this year.
Right.
And all of their key players start getting hurt. You know, the key pitchers, the closer goes down. A lot of their position players, Duda being one of them, Neil Walker being another, Cespedes being another.
Right.
Juan Lagares is gone for the year, it seems like. And they could never, ever get on track. And now comes the trade season. I can't even imagine what that must be like for a manager to have to deliver the news to a guy who's been on the team for about 8 or 9 years, who leads the team in home runs in their home stadium, Citi Field, to go in there and say, you know, Lucas, goodbye after all that time.
You know, the thing too, Boom, about this, I just can't even imagine for the fans as well at the end of July to sit there and say, and to have the message, you know, indirectly or directly that, you know what, we're giving up on this year. And I just think it's very difficult with baseball, when you look at baseball in general, that sometimes we're at the very critical moments right now. As you talk about the trade deadline, you talk about where they stand and the decisions that have to be made in regards to, like you said, the fire sale, or do we have a chance to make a run into the playoffs?
Well, for the Mets, there is no chance. And one thing I am glad of, and I've been saying this to Craig for the last 2 to 3 weeks, that the Mets are the best of the worst teams, meaning, you know, if you play Oakland, you'll beat them 2 out of 3. You know, they split in San Diego. San Diego's a terrible team. But the fact of the matter is, when you're winning these games, it's a mirage.